Good morning! We are Jacob and Jenny, and we have arrived in Maui, Hawaii.
Yep, today is our first day here. We're really excited to explore. We're starting off the morning with a whale watching trip to see some humpback whales, and then we'll be finishing off the day with a sunset hike up to Haleakala.
Let's get going!
From our hotel balcony, we have just a wonderful view. We're here in the town of Lahaina, and we also are just right across the street basically from where we will be getting on the boat for our whale watching trip.
So our first activity today is going to be whale watching, and we're going to get on a raft and hopefully see some whales. We're here the first weekend of April, and March is kind of the last time that we might expect to see a whale. So we're not really sure if we're going to see one, but we thought it would be nice to get out and get on the water in a boat anyway. So if we don't see one, not the end of the world, because we'll still get to enjoy a nice boat ride.
Baby!
Come on, Mama! Look how good you've done!
Oh,
That's a pretty girl! You made a beautiful baby!
oh, hi!
So we just finished up our whale watching tour. And
Holy cow, that was amazing.
yeah, it was great. We got to see a bunch of whales.
Yeah.
And we also could have swum, got to swim in the water, but didn't know that that was part of it. Didn't get a chance.
So we
to
didn't
do
bring our
that.
swimsuits, but that would have been
Right.
pretty neat.
Uh-huh.
We did get to listen to the whales. They had like a microphone that went underwater, and we could hear that. We took a high-speed kind of raft
Yeah.
thing, and I would highly recommend going
A
that
raft
way.
tour, yeah.
You're so close to the water, you can just get quickly between different pods of whales. We were able to see a few pairs of a mom and baby. I
Yeah.
think 2 separate pairs of mother and child, and the babies were so cute,
Yeah, they
trying
were.
to do little jumps and
Jumps.
things. Just trying to figure out how to do what their mom is doing.
Yeah, it was very cute. So we highly recommend them. We'll put a description down below to the tour that we took. We had
Yeah.
a great time with that.
Yeah.
But right now it is time to eat. So we are now at Leoda's Pie Shop. We're gonna get lunch here today, and it's a pie shop, but they have savory pies, so we can eat the savory pie for like the lunch part, but also sweet pies. So we're looking forward to seeing all the different kinds and trying a few. We got some pies and some sandwiches. They have a limited menu now, so we weren't able to get any of the savory pies, but we got some sandwiches, and we also stopped at the convenience store next door to get something to drink and some fresh fruit. So we're gonna dig into all of our food now. At the beach, we found a nice little beach. There is no indoor dining now, and they don't have an outside seating, so we were trying to make the best of finding somewhere to eat, but I think we ended up doing okay. So we each got a different kind of tuna sandwich. I got just tuna salad, so tuna salad, some fresh veggies, and a very soft bread. It's really savory, very good, very creamy.
We got pineapple covered with a Li Ming Hui salt dressing powder. I'm not quite sure. So we actually had to look up what this is, and it is a dried salty plum, and they turn it into a powder and put it on here. I don't know what to expect on this. The Wikipedia said it'd be tangy and an acquired taste. So I don't really know how this is gonna go. I don't know if I can taste the powder itself, but it almost just kind of changes the flavor of the pineapple. Without it, the pineapple is really sweet. the tanginess kind of cuts that sweetness a bit, really, and kind of balances it out.
It makes it salty and more tangy and less sweet. You're gonna get more of the like a salty tanginess with this. Yeah, I really like those. I think it's a really great combination, especially if you like kind of sour, sweet kind of thing. This one is very, very good. Is it pie time? So we got 2 different pies. Ooh. We got
Sandy pies?
not sandy pies, just covered in sand because we're at the beach. We got a coconut cream pie and a pineapple macadamia nut pie. They probably are bigger than I thought they were. Probably too much food. Ooh, so this is the coconut cream pie. Oh, that looks really, really good. I can't get any of the crust. It has like a graham, no, maybe it's not a graham cracker, but that kind of texture. Mmm. Ooh, that's really good. The coconut flavor is so, so good. And the crust is, I don't know, it has a different flavor than normal. Maybe it's macadamia nut? I don't know. But it's really, really good. Oh yeah. Very creamy. With a nice like fluffy whipped cream on top and the like a toasted coconut flavor. It's so good. And it tastes really fresh. Like must have just been made this morning.
I'll be trying out the our second pie here, which I think is a pineapple macadamia nut, and it's actually kind of warm. Ooh, there's gooey liquidiness in there. Oh, that's really good. It tastes a little bit like a cherry pie or an apple pie, kind of that like warm, fruity filling with kind of the nice crunchy top on it. There must be some cinnamon in it that also makes it taste more like an apple pie. I was expecting something a little more tropically than something that like my grandmother would bake.
I think it would have been like a million times better if it had had the like whipped cream topping of the coconut cream pie. Like if they could combine those two, it would be like a perfect pie. Because this has like the warm gooiness, and with like that, I might actually do a little bit of that. Let's see. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, it was really good. Yeah, there's some like creamy, but it's a really, really good pie, especially if you're a fan of apple pie or like warm cinnamon pie. Now that we have a little bit time left today, we are gonna go head up to the Haleakala Volcano. That's part of the national park here.
Yeah, so we're basically going from sea level up 10,000 feet to the top, so huge elevation gain.
And we also had to change in between. It's supposed to be very cold, so
yeah, so we put a few more layers on. So we've made it a good way up the mountain now. When we started, we could see the mountain off in the distance, and we couldn't see the top because it was shrouded in a layer of clouds. Well, now that we've started driving and making our way up here, we're now in the layer of clouds. It's just white kind of everywhere. You can't really see down or up the mountain. It's kind of eerie feeling. So we'll see how the weather looks at the top, but it's already dropped from about a little over 80 degrees Fahrenheit down to about 60 degrees. We made it up to Haleakala National Park. This is a national park that is an inactive volcano, and what you're seeing behind me is the crater of the volcano. So the hike we're taking today is called the Sliding Sands Trail, and we'll basically hike from near the summit down into the crater. I'm pretty excited about it. on our drive up here, we were able to stop at a little lookout point, and from there you could see the waves of clouds just kind of rolling in off the ocean and kind of into the crater. This is the highest point on Maui. It's so far really cool. It's like a whole different atmosphere up here. There's just almost no vegetation, and it looks very volcanic.
I guess this is what the inside of Volcano looks like. We've never been to anything quite like this. Very barren, and the colors are just like red and black, and I guess what Mars would look like in my imagination, except for the clouds and the few plants that there are. So the name of this trail is the Sliding Sands Trail, and I think it is very aptly named. It's very slippery and very dusty. My shoes are covered in like tan sandy dust right now. Like you can't even tell what color my shoes are supposed to be.
So the trail keeps going further and further into the crater here, but we have to make it back up to the summit before sunset, and it's already starting to get a little darker. You can probably see some of the shadows from the mountain in the background, and we want to make sure we give ourselves enough time because it's all uphill going back the other way. So we'll see how much energy we have, and if we can make it back in time for what's supposed to be a just beautiful sunset from up here.
We didn't get very far before we needed a water break. Going uphill is very challenging, and especially since we're used to never having to go uphill and never being at high elevation. It's pretty different for us to hike up high and up. But we gotta go because the sun is setting. Can't even see where we just left off now. The clouds are coming in.
Yeah, we were just about down right around there. Maybe a little bit further, right there.
Yeah,
yeah, it's just
no visibility. Breathtaking.
We made it back up to the top of the crater, kind of the top of the mountain, just in time for sunset.
Yeah, and it was stunning.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
The most intense like oranges and reds that I've ever seen.
And the clouds just made it like surreal. It was impressive. Yeah, I definitely recommend coming at sunset. I think that a lot of people seem to do it for sunrise and have to wake up really early and all that, but I thought sunset was worth it.